Intro. I believe in synchronicity. It is quite a part of my life. It wasn't always that way. When I was young, I never was introduced to this concept. Years later, I embrace it wholeheartedly. A few days ago, I finished editing my book for the second time called J. Jorinda. To make a long story short, my dear friend Amar sent me a message saying in a few minutes there's an 18-day Jain celebration going on, and there will be a subject of talks each day. Being an inquisitive person and also studied the Jains writing my book, that piqued my interest. This celebration occurs in August or September, depending upon the Indian calendar. Each year during the celebration, the Jains make a yearly commitment to understanding the great mysteries of life and oneself. These talks are meant to gather greater wisdom and incorporate them into your life. Many modern-day scientific principles were known by the Jains thousands of years ago. I consider them one of the first psychologists along with the Buddhists. Currently, there is a marriage between religion and the scientific community. Both of them are talking about the same thing. Great scientific discoveries have occurred in the last 20 years between the mind and body connection. These ideas have been around for thousands of years, but until recently the Western world has ignored them. Maybe not ignored them, but is not aware of them. These are exciting times ahead of us. There's so much chaos, yet at the same time, people are waking up from their slumber. Come and join me on this exploration. There's always something new to learn and gather wisdom on this journey of life. The Jains are known to think outside of the box. Day 1. Commentary. You are hardwired to discover God. Come and sit around the campfire for this incredible tale. It's all about you on this journey in life. We were never taught this in school, yet all the great masters talked about this. The signposts of God are all around, yet we don't have the eyes to see. This book will talk about the present-day people who are discussing how we are directly hardwired to find God. We will also go into the scripture where the evidence is provided on where to find the kingdom of heaven. All the major religions are talking about the same thing. They just have a different way of expressing it for the particular time and culture. Yet the essence is the same. I believe that today, we as humans are at a major turning point in our evolution. With the advent of the internet, almost 30 years ago, we are at the forefront of really communicating and understanding each other. We are a global village, yet we see the chaos in the world and think, is there any hope left in the world? The sun is rising on the horizon. Darkness has nowhere to hide. We are seeing this in all areas of life. Darkness is being exposed. Look at the news today, and you will see in every area of life a scandal has been exposed. I see great hope in humanity. Granted, it will take a while. Remember, this is a journey. What would our journey be without having a grand adventure? We are all on the journey of going from darkness to light. In years, we will see how far we have gotten. In each decade going forward, we will witness the consciousness of man going towards the light. Humanity takes 2 steps forward and 1 step backward. That's how we grow. From an individual to a nation to the world, we learn by taking baby steps. We learn from our mistakes. This is how we grow. I hope this book will help you on this journey. It has a different point of view, yet millions of people are waking up from their slumber. It doesn't matter what religion or non-religion you believe in. Each one of us has our own unique way to discover our true nature. I believe that this is by your will alone that you take your steps to understand your true nature. The following poem reflects my viewpoint.
It's been there all the time. What are you talking about? What's been there all the time? You are the universe. You just don't know it. There are about 7 octillion atoms in your body. All our atoms are billions of years old. At the deepest level, you are the universe in human form. Wow, isn't that incredible? On top of that, you are hardwired to discover your true nature. The signpost of God all around you and inside of you. Yet, we are talking on our phone while driving down the freeway of life. The greatest miracle of life is keeping you alive. You are magnificent. Every single cell of your body is custom designed by God. You are infinite. Your body will someday die, yet your true essence will go on forever. You have the opportunity to discover your true nature. Behind your breath lies the answer. What is keeping you alive? All the great masters have said to be aware of the essence of your breath. Behind your breath lies your true nature. Infinite kindness, love, and compassion. This is the water that will put out the bonfires of anger and hatred upon this land. The sun is appearing on the horizon. Mankind is waking up from its slumber. We are going from darkness to light. Darkness has nowhere to hide. Discover your true nature. It's been there all the time. Ponder is over. It's been there all the time. The greatest game is being played right between your eyes.
When I was young and in India, I heard this incredible poem. There's a palace in the sky without any foundation. A blind man sees a light more beautiful than a million suns. A deaf man listens to the unstruck music. A lame man climbs the ladder and drinks the nectar and gets totally intoxicated. The poem goes on and on. The final clincher is the following. Only a wise man understands what I'm talking about. These aren't just some pretty words. The entire universe exists inside of your heart.
We are all custom designed by God. Yesterday, I heard an interesting interview with Bruce Lipton. He is a scientist and has a fascinating story to tell. He wasn't interested in God, religion, or anything spiritual. His passion was science and biology. He was studying the structure of cells. One day, he discovered that our cells have antennas embedded on the surface of the cells. We have trillions of cells, and each cell had this antenna. He thought to himself, mind you, I'm paraphrasing what he said. He asked himself, what are these antennas for? For what purpose do we have for them? In the real world, he thought of a TV set. You have an antenna which receives signals from a broadcast. You can change the channel and a different TV program will appear on the screen. At this point, it gets extremely interesting. Somehow, he has an epiphany that our awareness and consciousness is being broadcast from God or the quantum field. Each one of us has unique signatures. He realized that the body will die, yet our essence is always the same. We can never die. Our essence is eternal. To his amazement, he discovered that God exists inside of us. The treasures exist inside. We are hardwired to discover the universe within. Imagine all this took place within 5 minutes. From that point on, his goal was to discover his true nature. The clues are there in plain sight. Bruce then, as a scientist, began to use the lab within to discover his true nature. In the interview, Bruce said that some Jesuits said that, give me a child for 7 years, and I will tell you how the child will grow up. The first 7 years, a child will pick up the good, bad, and ugly. A child's brain is theta, which everything external gets sucked in from 0 to 7 years old. This goes directly into our subconscious. Now, imagine that we live our lives 98% of the time from our subconscious. Our subconscious drives our life. This means that our lives are being driven from our early childhood. While pursuing ourselves and discovering our true nature, we live most of our lives driven by our subconscious. We react like leaves blowing in the wind. Our body is so entwined with our subconscious that we react automatically without being aware. Imagine our subconscious is like a hard drive. It has tons of data stored from the ages of 0 to 7. When an event occurs, the subconscious will go instantly to the hard drive and it knows how to react. Notice, we are oblivious to what's going on. This is mankind to a T. We have been fighting for so long. The world is on fire. People flame each other on Facebook. We have a president who tweets whatever comes to his mind. Humanity is on the verge of a major breakthrough. The signs that we were built to discover are all around us. We have all the instruments inside of us to discover our true nature. We are about to go from me to we, which is the title of this book. Imagine every single person on earth is hardwired to discover we all came from the same place. We are all family, regardless of race, color, or creed. Our true nature is kindness. Our true nature is love and compassion. We are all a spark of the divine. We are the universe. We just don't know it. These are exciting times. You hold a piece of the puzzle of life inside of you. you can change and discover your true nature. Millions of people are waking up. Recently, science and religion are really talking about the same thing. Discoveries that Bruce saw are major scientific breakthroughs for all of us. Bruce saw in a flash of light that we are being broadcasted from the quantum field. We have our name that God knows and the universe knows. Every human life is special. With our free choice and free will, we can, moment by moment, be on a conscious journey to discover our true essence. Ponder this over. Let's continue how a human being is hardwired to find God. Many scientists think that a part of our DNA is multidimensional and quantum. We contain the blueprint of God inside of us. From this blueprint, a human being is created. We are created in the image of God. When I was young, I loved to study the great wisdom from India. I still do. The Indians have a theory that everything we do and say is recorded into an energy frequency. This energy frequency can be read in some part of time in the future. There are people who will fine-tune themselves to be able to read the Akashic records from another person. Now recently, many people think that in our DNA, we have a multi-dimensional DNA which contains the blueprint of God. Now imagine in this blueprint contains the entire essence of the universe and the essence of your soul's journey in the universe. You are eternal. You can never die. Your body will. Many people are discovering this concept and learning how to mine the Akashic record for themselves. Can you imagine how incredible that would be? It means that you could stop any diseases coming your way. You would be in tune with God and listen to the wisdom that lies within. You could bring back all the positive attributes you have learned on your magnificent journeys in life. A person could tap into the future and bring back wisdom such as inventions that would help our fellow man. From that state, it would be easy to go from me to we. If we could consciously tap into the oneness and blueprint of the universe. As you can see, the car is sitting in the garage gathering dust. The car is meant to be driven on the freeway of life. Moment by moment, we can drive our car and gather a greater understanding of why we are alive. We spend most of our lives in a survival mode. We spend most of our times living by our habits and subconscious. Imagine we're literally hardwired to discover our true essence. Yet, so many humans are oblivious to this fact. You see, we have free will and free choice. The entire universe lives by this law. At times I think, well, maybe human beings shouldn't have free choice and we would come into this world and never forget our true nature. Peace would always prevail on earth. Anger and war would not exist. Heaven would be on earth. Yet, life is a grand adventure. We come into this world to discover our true nature and to help transform this world from darkness to light. It's a cosmic game. This isn't the first time this game has been played. For time immemorial, this game has been played through the universe and countless other universes. The entire universe is watching us and cheering for us. They are rooting us on. We have incredible coaches that help and assist us. Yet, they can't take a single step for us. You see, each of us has to play the game without any steps taken by another being. These are exciting times. We as humanity is going from me to we for thousands of years because of thinking. It's all about me. We have fought countless wars. We're living in an era where this is changing right before our eyes. Ponder this over. You are hardwired to discover God. You contain within your DNA the blueprint of God.